and on we'll go through the wastelands.
Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and here today we've got the 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. So let's have a look. Okay, before we get into the video, I just want to do a shout out to Booth's Motor Group at Tuggerah, who were nice enough to let me have a look at this one today, and I'll leave their contact details down below. So here we have the Exceed version of the Outlander PHEV. So at the front, you've got the Mitsubishi badge, you've got this sort of blacked out grille, and then further down there's a honeycomb grille. And then you've got the chrome and silver trim pieces all around the bumper with the LED headlights, and you've got your front camera and front parking sensors there as well. So what are your thoughts on the Outlander PHEV? Again, it's identical. The only differences are the badge that says plug-in hybrid EV. So the wheels on the Outlander are 20-inch wheels, and they have a silver and piano black trim finish to them, a little bit like fan blades. Now, you do have the plug-in hybrid EV badge. That's really the only difference. There is a camera on the side there, and you've got the big sticker on the side that says all new Outlander plug-in hybrid EV. There is the sunroof there, being the Exceed model. So we'll come around to the back. Now again, identical to the petrol, you got your Mitsubishi logo, you've got Outlander there, and then you've got PHEV and Exceed along with your parking sensors and your reverse camera. Alright, let's go and have a look inside. Alright, so we're just in the Outlander PHEV, and it's reasonably elegant. There's nice leather and white stitching. I do like the pattern they've done on the seats, and it does continue around the dash and also to the door trims as well. So on the right of the steering wheel here, we've got a few buttons. Now you can open the tailgate via the button. You can engage the 1500 watt power outlet at the back, which we'll see a bit later. And you've got your fuel door release and your dash illumination. You also have some buttons for your lane departure warning, your head-up display there, and you've got some buttons when you are charging the car. So the steering wheel, it's okay, the steering wheel. It's not the greatest looking wheel. I do like the silver accents, and on the left you have your audio controls, and the right you've got your cruise control. You do have auto headlights and auto wipers as well as what looks like paddle shifters, but that's to engage your braking regeneration, or regenerative braking, however you want to call it. So the dashboard, now it's set up reasonably well. You've got your EV part there, you've got your charging bit, and you've got your revs. And you've also got some menu controls here as well. So there's your home, you've got your information there, and you've got a variety of different information for fuel economy and your EV driving time ratio, things like that. You've also got the energy flow, so whether the battery's getting charged or the petrol engine is in use. You've also got your navigation, which you can pops up there. It's not full screen though, it's only a small screen. And you've got some safety features there you can go through, and a few settings for the driver. Now we'll come over to the media center. Now you've got AM, FM, digital radio, 2 USBs, and you've got Bluetooth audio as well as Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And this is what Android Auto looks like. Now you've got a few menu buttons there as well. I'll go into the navigation. It's reasonably easy to use, full screen. And I'll go into the camera button. So you've got your, at the moment we're looking out of the front camera. You can actually push the camera button again and it will show you the side, and also it will show you a full screen of the front. Now if I go into reverse, you can see it comes up with a little sort of a little beeping, or I guess. So you can see the back, and if I hit the camera button you can see the left side door, and if I hit it again you get a full screen rear camera. So further down you do have dual zone climate control, and you've also got an adjustment for the rear air conditioning as well, which we'll have a look at shortly. You do also get seat heaters for the front and passenger, and like I like the knobs there, you know, it's my sort of favourite thing. So you also get the 2 knobs, one's for volume and one's for tuning. As you know, I'm a bit partial to those. I'm not as partial to the touchscreen myself. So further down we do have 2 USB inputs and a wireless phone charger, as well as a 12 volt plug there too. Now we'll come to the center console. Now you've got this gear selector here. Now it's a little bit tricky to operate. Obviously you just push it up, hold the button in, push it up to get reverse, and push it down to get drive. So when you've got that figured out, it's pretty simple. Now you do have 2 buttons just next to the gear selector, and one looks like a pedal, and what that is pretty much you can use the accelerator pedal to pretty much go and stop. Yeah, so that's cool, which we'll have a look at when we go for a drive. Also next to that is an EV button. Now when you push the EV button you've got 4 different modes. You've got normal mode, which will run both the electric motor and the petrol motor. You've got EV, which will run just the EV motor itself. You've got a save function which saves the battery and uses the conventional petrol engine, and then you've got charge, which you just heard that the petrol engine starts up to charge the electric motors. Now behind this you do have some drive modes. Now we'll just go through a couple of them. You've got power mode, which is when you really want to get on the power, eco mode, normal mode just for normal round town driving, you've got tarmac mode, you've got gravel, you've got snow, and you've got mud. Also in the center you have your hill descent control, which works really well. And then to the right of that you do have your handbrake and your auto hold. So behind there you do have your cup holders, and we've also got this nice soft armrest, and we'll open it up and you get a little bit of storage space down in there. So I wanted to show you the moonroof. So we'll just open up the moonroof. And that goes sort of just to the first end of the first moonroof, or you can hit it again and it goes right to the back. And that's quite a fair bit of glass there. And we'll just open the sunroof up as well. On a beautiful day, and you can go back just a little bit more. Alright, now glove box. You fit your service manuals, maybe an iPad or 2 in there. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Alright, let's go and have a look in the back. Alright, just in the back of the Outlander. So I like how they've continued the diamond pattern here with the leather and the white stitching. Sort of very elegant. Now I'm 6'1", 185 centimeters, and there's not a lot of headroom there. If I lean back a bit more, there's an indent in the roof and I'll get a bit more headroom. If I lean forward, I've got a bit more headroom because of the sunroof. But other than that, it's yeah, it's okay. Now, knee room, foot room, and leg room are really good in this. As you can see, I've got plenty of it, and this is set up for me. And let's have a look at the armrest. Now, the thing with the Outlander with the armrest is it's the whole seat folds down. So you've got your cup holders there and a soft bit of armrest around the cup holders, which I think, to be honest, the cup holders should have been at the front, up the front here, but they made it the whole seat, so they had to put it somewhere. And you can see who's in the back and annoy them. So the rear passengers get a rear vents and an adjustable air conditioning there. You also get some map pockets or iPad pockets, and you get a little phone pocket or little pocket there you can put something in. I'm sure toys or something got lost in there. Alright, let's go and have a look in the boot. Alright, so just in the boot of the Outlander PHEV. So here we have the 7-seat configuration, and in its current form you get 478 litres of boot room, and if you fold down the middle seats you'll get 1473 litres. But if you have the back seats up, you only get 163 litres of boot room. So you do have your tether points there on the middle row, the back of the middle row. You do also get some light this side, and you also get a 240 volt 1500 watt power socket. And you also can move the seats down via these buttons. And I'm just going to show you how easy it is to set up the rear seats. So all you do is just lift that up there. That locks in, and they got numbers on them. So you just pull that up, lock it in, and that's done. And then you just got to adjust the middle seats to, otherwise you'll get no legroom. So under the cover, you can see you've got your breakdown tools. You've also got a gel kit and a pump there as well, as it doesn't have a spare tyre. Alright, let's go and have a look what's under the bonnet. Alright, just under the bonnet of the Outlander PHEV. So here we have an Atkinson cycle 98 kilowatt 2.4 litre 4-cylinder naturally aspirated engine. So it's out of the Triton. And add to that a 20 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery with 2 electric motors. One drives the front, one drives the rear wheels. So the 2 electric motors one produces 85 kilowatts and the other one produces 100 kilowatts. And all up, you get the total system outputs are 185 kilowatts of power and 450 newton meters of torque, and that's mated to a 2-speed automatic driving all 4 wheels. Alright, let's go for a drive. Alright, just gonna go for a little drive in the Outlander PHEV, so let's go. Now, first impressions when you start up, starts in electric mode, the electric motors, so you have no noise. So vision out the front is really good. Vision out the back is pretty good. The window's reasonably big actually, so tick for Mitsubishi there. Even though when you are manoeuvring around like a car park and whatnot, you probably can't see what's right actually behind you, but you can use your cameras and parking sensors there. So vision out the sides, again, really good. You got real big windows, big vision all the way to the back corner. both sides. And the mirrors are big enough, tall enough, wide enough that you get a good field of vision out of them. So it's so quiet in here, yeah. I'm getting used to these. So just driving around town, it's very quiet, very planted, very smooth. It's only got 2-speed gearbox, but it does a yeah, it seems to get along okay without any dramas. You would actually never know that it was only a 2-speed box just driving around. So we're going to go through some twisty turns to see how the Outlander goes. And I'll be honest, the suspension in the PHEV seems to be a lot better than on the petrol model. They've obviously adjusted it a lot better for the extra weight, as it's got a bigger fuel tank and a bigger kilowatt hour battery too than the last one had. Now the steering feels light, which is great, it's what you want, but it doesn't really have any road feel to it. Sort of feels like it's not really connected to anything. So when you go out of your lane, the steering wheel does vibrate. Let's try this one touch pedal and see what happens. I'm going to slow it right down here. Yeah, it definitely did. Yeah, it works really well actually, the one pedal. So what's the acceleration like from the Outlander? Let's give it a go. Yeah, that actually gets up for quite a big car, medium-sized SUV. The two electric motors plus the petrol engine, yeah, that gets up and goes very well. I'm very impressed with that. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Alright, thanks guys.